Hello folks, how's it going? You alright? Good. Hopefully everything's working okay. So yeah, tonight, because I've got a lot of stuff to do and I didn't want to sacrifice you guys with the stream or get Charlie to cover or something like that, I figured, you know what, I'll do the work on the stream so you guys can see what I'm up to. Now it's just a relaxed atmosphere tonight, it's just going to be me working away. I'm probably not going to say a whole lot, but chat's on, obviously you guys can chat away. There's no song request on tonight because when I'm working I like to just listen to video game soundtracks like the God of War one that's on now, or tutorials or something like that. So yeah, there'll be no song requests today, but feel free to watch, feel free to chat. I'll be here. I'm meant to be super exciting to watch, but I'm going to try and get some stuff done. So what I'm working on at the moment, I've got a little setup here, hopefully you can see it well. Got what I'm doing here on the main screen, and I've got my reference window here, just to the right of what you're looking at. So this is basically what I'm doing. So you should be able to see everything that I see when I'm looking at my reference images. Yeah, that seems to be working okay. And then yeah, so I'll be working over here in the actual window. Okay, I think that makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? Hopefully it does. So what I'm going to be doing today is basically I'm creating these chairs. Now there's three different types of chair here, right? But I want to make like a kit that will let you make all the chairs. So that's why I've generated this. If I just separate this out a second. So basically we have the arm part. We've got that bit, the tube of the arm. I don't know what it's called. The leg? I don't know. We've got the base part of that. But to be fair, they're all like one section. The chair would either have that or it wouldn't have that. It would have the side or it wouldn't have the side. Like this one's got the side and the arm. This one hasn't got the arm or the side. And this one's got the arm but no side. So if I build a kit, I should be able to make all these chairs from just one little set, which will save us on textures, it'll save us on draw calls, it'll save us on a bunch of stuff. It might cost a little bit more in overdraw, but not much, so it should be completely fine. So yeah, what I was doing last night, which I'm going to try and carry on with today, I was in ZBrush, and I was doing this. So this is the tube part I was just talking about. This is, let me see if I can get it together for you. This part here. So this, it's not very clear in the reference images, but that's what I'm making. So that's what I made last night. And so to see if that worked out properly, let me just see if I can open Painter. I'm really pushing my computer to its limits tonight. Hey, Brando's hosting. Thank you for the host, dude. Gambate from Charlie. She gave me 2 bits as well. Ah, isn't she nice? Isn't she nice? Thank you, love. Yeah, so let's see. I did a quick test on the chair tube yesterday. And hopefully, Positel's cheering. Thank you. Hopefully it doesn't come my computer having all this stuff open. But basically, this is the kind of thing we're going to be going for. This is just rough for now. It's just something very quickly I slapped onto it last night. But it's the kind of thing we're going for. The kind of look we'll have for, you know, the rest of the pieces that are made of wood like that. So as you can see, there's a lot of bits. Let me find a good picture for you. Well, it's a bit dark. Come on, picture. Oh wait, there's an example of the kit. Yeah, so when I broke down the kit, that's how I did it. Color-coded what needs building. So I can make one leg, one base, one back, one side and one arm. Easy, right? So it's probably not overly easy, but we're going to try and do it. Now, it's been a while since I've used Painter and a while since I've used ZBrush, so this should be interesting for me. And Maya, come to think of it. I mostly just use Substance Designer these days. So it'll be interesting to see how I get on today. It'll be fine though. But yeah, as you can see, there's plenty of like gold trimming stuff in this scene. So all that stuff would have this kind of material on it. I think it's not that far off what I want it to be, but it's not there yet. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to close this software for now though, because my computer might actually die with everything open and a stream. Because just having ZBrush open is normally enough to give it issues. Yeah, so that was yesterday's stuff. I'm not going to carry on with that right now because I don't really want to just yet, because all that needs is like a little bit of knocking up and stuff. So what I did last night is I made this sort of detail across the bottom of it. So what we're going to be doing today, I think, is doing the similar kind of thing, but this time we're going to do like the arm. I think we're going to give that a stab. I might actually do the cushioning on the top. I don't know yet. Let's load it up and see what happens, shall we? So let me see. I want to work on this part today. Wait, does that block need anything doing? I think the block was fine as it is. Let me check. Where does ZBrush go? Subtools, boof. Okay, this had nothing done to it. I thought I did this one. Oh well, sometimes no. No. Yeah, sometimes you realise you've not actually got as far as you thought you did. Okay, so that's fine. So again, same thing there. That just needs, if you look at the reference, it's a fairly basic thing. Can you guys... Oh shit, I moved the window. Got to remember not to do that. It wouldn't let me capture the window of just the reference. I have to capture an area of my monitor, which is more resource heavy, so I was a bit annoyed by that. But still, it works, so yay! Hopefully it's not laggy as hell for you guys. Hopefully it's working okay. I'm in a tangle of wires because I had to rewire some things. But we're good, we're there. So yeah, as I was saying, that's fairly basic as it is. That just needs some knocking up and stuff, which I'm going to do a pass on that for everything later. For now, I just want to get the initial bulk shapes in. So, yes, I think tonight we will look at this arm piece. So whether it be the cushioning on this or the detailing on the edge, I'm not entirely certain yet, but let's just get it in and see what happens. My good old adage. Get it in, see what happens. Sounds filthy as hell. Oh, apparently... Oh, okay, I can delete that. That's awful. Yeah, I remember now. I was trying something out with that. Layers. Are there layers on this? No, there aren't. Of course they're not, because I'm an idiot. Alright, that's fine. Let's just save... Can I import that mesh again? Will that work on its own? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Seems fine. Okay, that's good. Good to know. Thank you, beautiful. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna export this piece on its own. Just so that I know what I'm doing. Export selection, boof. Just so you guys aren't blocked by the big thing. Just a second. Let me get this ready. So, chair. Chair arm part. Chair arm part. That will do. Wait, I need to prepare this for baking. Oh wait, no, it should already be prepared. Okay, yeah. Yes. God, Chico, get your head in the game. Okay, chair arm part. Low. Wait, no, high. Oh wait, chair arm part. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, okay, my head's all over the place. I'm quite warm as well. Alright, so for now, let's just clear this off. So I can delete that piece for now. Okay, I don't want that there. So yeah, just these two for now. They're okay as they are. I'm going to save that tool because I don't want that there. Save over that. Now I'm going to import the thing that I just saved, which is that thing. Okay, that's weird. It just brought it in over the top. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't normally do that. It seems to just replace the thing that was already there. You know what? Off and on again. Good old ZBrush. Good old bloody ZBrush. So did I see Brando was here before, or was he just hosting? If you're here, Brando, hello. Good to see you. Good evening. If you're not here, then, you know, it was nice seeing you for a second. So if there's any knocks and taps on the desk, by the way, I am currently having to... I've got my... What's the word? My tablet, that's all. I've got my graphics tablet right in front of me. And it's on a cable, which I can't really avoid right now, so it kind of keeps knocking the desk. So that's going to keep happening, I'm afraid. But, you know what, that's how it is tonight. It's one of them nights. God, how many times do I need to move this box, ZBrush? Stop opening it there for me. Okay, so... Projects, Versailles Library, Bakes, Chair. Wait, I don't want to load that. I want import. That's the bitch. Okay, import. Projects. Versailles Library, Bakes, Chair. Chair arm part. Open. Open sashimi. Okay, cool. So now if we... I've got an issue with this is not retaining the edges. I should have... Oh shit me. I should have put the edges on. The supporting edges that it needs to retain the shape. Okay. I don't want that. I want... Oh, screw you, son of a bitch. Chair arm part. Control N. T, F. God damn it. Control N. There we go. T, yes. F. Gorgeous. Okay, we're there. Right, let me just see. Did I not put supporting edges in the end? What a feckin' idiot I am. That's alright, I think we can add it. I saw a tool yesterday I've never used before. The Z model one. That's one. So if I hold shift. Oh, nice. Okay. I definitely need to start using this more often. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so this has given me pretty much what I want. Seems okay. Obviously, they're all just like rough shapes for now, so gotta do some sculpting on them. Let's see, how does this look? So obviously there's a lot of work to do, but that's okay. That's why I'm in this business. I like a lot of work. How many? 114,000. Okay, that should be fine for starting stuff off. Let's see. Okay, B. Okay, BST. Standard brush. Okay, so that's the kind of thing we're working with. Oh, I don't want lazy brush on. Turn that bugger off. Make it a bit weaker as well. So just as a quick test. I'm trying to establish what sort of density my mesh is at. Okay. So I'm going to need a bit more than that, I think. But let's switch to our, what's the word? Tablet. Reach around my mic because it's in the bloody way. Okay, so doof. I learned a cool technique yesterday as well, where you can use the mask as a brush, and then use the inflate tool to kind of work from it. So as an example, instead of just working directly into your mesh, like so, let me just crank that up a bit. Instead of doing that and then having to try and carefully, get your leaf shape or whatever, and try and work it in that way, and then, if you cock something up, it's kind of in the mesh then. Instead of doing that, what you can do is you can use your mask and generate your shape that you want. And then, if you're happy with the shape, it's fine. If you're not happy with the shape, you can move a bit of it. You can make it a bit sharper by removing a bit of it, so it gets a bit sharper on the edges. Obviously, super rough example. So if you do that, then you invert your mask, and you can sharpen it a bit as well. Then you go to deformation. And if you just use your inflate slider, see, maybe a little bit of inflate balloon just to give it, no, it's not dense enough, but still, give it a bit of inflate. There you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Simple little bit of detail that you can start working with, which is editable before you've committed to it. So, in my opinion, that's a lot better than working directly on the mesh. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that little discovery. It made me happy. Made me warm inside. Like juice. Oh, sorry about the slamming, guys. I should really put that in the coaster. Okay, so if we take, oh shit, done it again. Move the damn thing. Okay, that seems about right. Oops. Yeah, so if I look at, let's see, I grabbed some Rococo detail before the stream, just to have a look at some stuff, because it's the kind of thing we're going for, but obviously not as intricate, because a lot of this is going to get lost in the bake as well. That's something I have to consider. So, for example, if you got to think of the purpose of the thing that you're making. So, as an example, this is the hand hold of a chair. So if you think of a chair, you think of the size of a character. You think of where they're sitting, where the hand would go. That's not a whole lot of space. It's the size of the character's palm. So you've got to give that the correct amount of texture space to validate it. You wouldn't give that like a lot of texture space because it's barely seen. Because once it's saved out and put into the game, it'll be compressed. And then when it's compressed, it loses quality. So rather than spending a lot of time doing all this super tiny finicky detail, we would just do sort of the bulk, the bigger shapes, and then we could use the texture itself to try and attempt to work in some of that smaller stuff or bring some of that out. By using like a cavity dust or something like that, because that way it'll sort of emphasize what's already there rather than kind of fake the detail, because the detail won't actually be there. It won't be able to support it with the mesh. Because it's, if you see, look at the size of the chair, right? This whole thing is going to be on one texture, because this is the chair with all the parts in it. So I'm thinking of this as the full kit, okay? It's going to be on one texture, all shown in one space. It might be a 2048, because it's, you know, it's a big thing. But what? Because that's all going to be on one sheet. I'm trying to be as optimal as I can to get the best quality for each piece, which means that I'm only going to make one arm, and it's going to be flipped onto the other side. I'm only going to make one leg, and that'll be duplicated and rotated to kind of break the repetition a bit. And obviously the rest of it, I'm going to make one side. It's not going to be joined like this one is, because this is too bespoke. Although you can kind of see a seam there, so ours would be kind of like that, just sort of jammed in. But for this, that's fine. It's really such a small thing. Oh, sugar me sideways. Yeah, it's just a small thing, so that's not really that noticeable. So if we do that, that'll be fine. So yeah, this kind of detail in here, it's fairly simplistic, which is good. And this kind of stuff, so that shouldn't be too bad to do. In fact, a lot of it's fairly simplistic. My main issue is this leaf seems quite intricate, because I'm not really used to doing this. I've not used ZBrush in quite a while, apart from last night. So you know, I need to catch up, basically, is what's the deal here. I need to focus more, get better at it. Because I did pretty well last time I used it. I made a tree, which I was really quite happy with. It was one of the better things I've made. I was quite happy with the progress in that piece last night. It was only simple, but it was quick. You know, it was a new method, and it actually worked, which is a nice change, because normally when you find new methods, it's like it just doesn't work. You want it to work, you would love it if it did work, but it just doesn't always. Hey, next door's dog says, hello everybody, I'm a doggo, love me, love me. Oh, sugar me, sideways. Alright, so yeah, we've already got some sort of basic shape in the cushion and whatnot, but I'm going to get some more in it. But for now, you're meant to work in increments, so you go from sort of, you know, the bigger details, and then you add more geometry to the mesh, and then that allows you to add smaller detail. But you don't worry about the smaller detail until later on. You get your initial big shapes in first. So let me just see, what sort of big shapes are we going to be doing? Because the big shapes are already pretty much there in the mesh, because it's not that complex. So we might just jump straight into like medium stuff. Maybe try and get some more meat into this wood, this spiral. I know, by the way, I know this isn't exact, it's just sort of, it's based off it, it's not going to be exactly the same thing. Yeah, let's do this. Let's add layers. Add a layer, cool. Add a princess. Alright, so obviously make that smaller. I want this to have a bit more of a stronger fall off. Maybe a bit bigger actually. Because that's obviously too high. Oh, should I do a drag dot? I've not used a drag dot for ages. So as you can see, the drag dot intensity is way too low. Yeah, that works pretty well. Let's just knock that intensity down again. So that maybe? Let me see, how does this look? Try it again, Chico. Okay. That'll do for now, I think. It's a starting point, isn't it? It's all starting points. Okay, so you don't normally use a mouse in ZBrush, by the way. I just am at the moment, because I'm just trying to establish this shape. Okay, put that there, that one there, and that one there. Cool, so you get your basic bigger shapes in, which is like that. I think it should be a bit curved really, but BMB. Let's see if we can use this, a move tool very carefully. Oops. No, it needs a bigger fall off than that. Ooh. Oh, behave. Okay. Problem is the move tool is quite destructive, so you don't really want to use it too much, but I just want to give this a hint of a curve. So these are nothing drastic, just a little bit. You can see it'll warp the mesh a little bit, but nothing too bad. Remember when we go higher up as well. Oh yeah, of course. Stop recording. Yeah, when we go higher up, it will gradually get better. See, that's what it's like at 1.89 million. So now if we were to do stuff, it'd be... I know it's got layers, god damn it. Turn the layers on. Turn the layers on. New layer. Yeah, so see, it's much smoother at this resolution. So if this is in freehand, see, a lot nicer. So yeah, we've got plenty of scope to work with here. So just drop down a few. Yeah, so leave it there. Don't need the higher right now. Let's delete the layers. Oh, what did I just do? What did he do? Okay, anyway. Right, so yeah, let's have a look, let's see what's going on with this. It's a bit of an awkward shape, so if I use my move tool, oops, I don't want that. If I use my move tool here, I do that, I can then, oops, move tool. Okay, so that should straighten up a little bit for me. Not a whole lot, not gonna lie. Okay, so that'll give me some way to work with it a little bit. What's actually doing with it? That was it. Ah, God, it's all going Pete Tonk. Come on, be nice. No. one before they put the even before the pen holder was on the side. Like, it's that old. And you'd be like, but Chico, they've always had a pen holder. Oh, no, 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 no. No, they haven't. That is a new invention, my friend. Invented by the gods, so you never lose a pen again. Now luckily I've never lost a pen. Mine has a little pen stand, like this. But the fancy ones we've got in work, which are much bigger than this, they have a pen stand similar, but it's taller, and you can twist it, and... Wait, this twists. The hell is this stuff in mine? Hang on a second. No, there isn't. Okay. Yeah, you can twist the end off, the ones in work, and they've got extra nibs in them. But like, they're not just normal nibs like this one. It's got like springy ones or wooden ones that feel more like pencil. It's really, really cool. I've never used any of the nibs, but it's cool that they exist, you know. Yeah, you know what? Let's be freeform tonight. It's quick and easy, quick and fancy. So we're just gonna sort of give this some sort of like hand-finished feel to it. Oops, that was too much. Oh. When did that happen? God. I should keep an eye on this stuff, really. Undo. I'm thirsty. Okay, that was it. Yes, so. Okay, whatever. I know it's not the latest. I did it. I'm sure my computer thinks I'm stupid sometimes. Okay, change the brush size now, so now even if I'm on full pressure, it won't go outside the area of the this spiral, hopefully. I'd rather be on a bigger brush, but I don't want to risk damaging the rest. Like I said, just giving it a very quick, kind of a crude, handmade pass. Which I'm hoping doesn't just come out as being bad looking, you know? Sometimes that can happen. Or it comes off looking stylized, and I don't want that either. So let's just see how it goes. Smooth that a little bit. So just a nice relaxed stream tonight. There's no gaming, no pressure, just me goofing about on ZBrush. Trying to remember how to use the damn stuff. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason, as soon as I start streaming, suddenly I forget how to use everything. Like, it's fine before the stream, but I think it's because I'm like, oh, people are watching. Because I'm sure in work, nobody watches me actually work, you know? Yeah, let's try and give this a bit more meat, maybe. I know I've just flattened out, but I might actually try something a second. Oops. I'll try inflating it a little bit. Try here, see if it works well. Change the intensity down. Knock the focus shift up. That might work. Give it a bit of extra life, you know? So have you guys played God of War yet? I have a sad story about God of War. I was really thoroughly enjoying it. I played it for a few hours. And one night I was playing it before bed. And I wanted to go to bed. I was quite tired. I was supposed to go to bed at 11. I was on a boss fight, so I was playing God of War sort of quad to 11-ish. And it was all quiet. But then I hit a boss fight and I was like, oh cool, boss fight. And I've been watching the clock the whole time up until then. But then obviously the boss fight got my attention properly. So I then wasn't watching the clock closely. I looked down and lo and behold, it's 11:05. I'm like, oh shit, I should have been upstairs 5 minutes ago. So I got killed by the boss. So I turned the game off. I shut down the PlayStation. I turned around and I turned the plugs off, like I do every night, or every time I play the PlayStation. But the problem is, when I turned around and turned the plugs off, the PlayStation hadn't finished shutting down yet. And I was very sad about this because I was thinking, oh shit, have I just bricked my PlayStation? But I thought, you know what? I'm going to bed. I don't want to go to bed angry, so I don't want to find out if I bricked it right now or not. So I didn't check. I went to bed. And the next day, I go to have a quick go of God of War. And I thought, you know, let's see what happened. Let's see how badly I done goofed. And I turned the PlayStation on. Luckily, the PlayStation 10's on fine, which is good. Always a good sign. Then I went to start the game, and the game wouldn't load. It was sort of... It was stuck in like a boot loop, so it would kind of flash the screen for a second and turn back to the menu, back to screen, back to the menu, and just infinitely do that. Now, I could access the PlayStation quick menu, so I did that, and restarted the PlayStation. And the PlayStation itself is fine, it's just the game was jaffed, so I thought, okay, it's fine. I will reinstall the game. Which is what I did. My save was backed up on the cloud and all that stuff. So anyway, reinstall the game's working fine. The game loads, and it says to me, there's the save file is corrupt. There's no usable save, so we're going to make a new one. Alright? And I thought, that's not alright. No, sir. I do not appreciate this. But alas, the PlayStation did not hear me. It did not care for me. It did not give me sympathy. It simply said, well, you know what, Chico? How about fuck you? Does that sound good? So that's what happened. My save was royally corrupt. I checked my cloud save. It was the same save. Tried to download it. It got to 99% and says, can't download. It's corrupt. God, you son of a bitch. So yeah, I had to start God of War again. Which I don't mind because it's a fantastic game. I was really enjoying it. But the time I'd sunk into it was time allocated to playing a game. Because I'm busy the rest of the time. And now that I'm just sort of busy basically all the time, it means I'm not going to get a chance to play it for a bit. So it's kind of frustrating because I was enjoying the hell out of it, but now I'm kind of reluctant to go back to it. I know I'm going to, don't worry, but I don't have the time right now. So that's kind of like, you know, sort of 12 to 18 hours just down the shitter. Which, when you're a busy person, is a bad thing. You want to maintain all the hours that you can. I'm going to be honest, I'm not liking what's happening here. But I could take the occasional chip out and whatnot. Give it that kind of pass. So hope you guys are having a nice Thursday anyway. I had a nice Thursday. I got to watch a film and work today. I can't say which one, but it was good. A good bit of reference. Always like a good bit of reference watching. Just putting some light knocks in this. Just because. Trying to think of where there might be wear and tear and stuff, you know? Where it might be knocked in the past that's been used or moved around. Unemitted of damage and whatnot. Let's try and get these balls looking a bit better. Balls. So, BST. Stick with standard for a second. Oh, shimmy, that's strong. You know what? Actually, yeah, it's quite soft. So, take the focus shift there. Take the strength right down to 7, maybe? 7 might be a bit too weak. Actually, it's not bad. Yeah, 7 will do. So, we're just going to carve these out a little bit. The great thing about art is that even though right now it looks shitty, there'll be a point when it doesn't. And when you cross that threshold, it's fantastic. But the problem is, up until that point, you do just feel like you're shit at what you're doing. There's not really a way around that, apart from just knowing, keeping faith that it will get better. It'll suddenly click and you'll be like, oh yeah, there we go, that's how that works. And it'll look good eventually, you know? It just takes time, that's the issue, it takes a lot of time. So you start off, it looks all shitty, but then eventually it gets nicer looking. Like I said, I'm just doing some rough block out stuff at the moment, trying to get things established, trying to figure out what I actually want to do with this fully. Smooth that out, get this a bit more curvature, smooth it out. Yeah, we've got a bit of a better shape going on there. Not liking how hard this edge is. Let's see. Looks quite knobbly. I like it. So yeah, just adding bits of detail as we go along. This is on a lower resolution, so after a bit we'll go on a higher resolution, add a bit more detail. But for now we just block it in. Block it out, block it in, let me begin. Yeah, you get the gist. Just having a nice relax, nice little stream going on. Bit of streamy action, hot and streamy. I'm not using anything fancy, just normal standard brushes at the moment. Usually when I'm sculpting stuff in ZBrush, I like to use clay buildup or clay tubes and then just smooth. It's pretty much my two things, because the way I see it, it's mainly for organic stuff, but the way I see it is that if, like, to me clay buildup and smooth are like actual clay. So if BCB, so like for example clay buildup, so you're sort of adding your clay onto the surface. So you know, build up what you want, get your detail going on, and then when you're happy with the kind of shapes you're forming, you can use your smooth and just smooth that out. Because that's how I see it with actual sculptors doing it. You know, they add the clay, they smooth it out with the thumb or whatever sponge and whatnot. And yeah, I think that makes the most sense to me. But something like this, you couldn't really do that kind of workflow because it'll end up blobby. I think I've messed with these sides, but that's okay. Like I said, they're kind of, I'm not happy with them anyway, so they're just sort of placeholdery for now. What I will do though is I will, I'm going to tweak this. I don't like this at the moment. I really wish I had a bigger Wacom tablet, I tell you. Mine, okay, look at that, the size of that. Okay, now that at the moment is covering 3 screens. Okay, that amount of space symbolizes 3 monitors. So I'm actually working in like that much space, which is what, 2 inches? So if you just imagine that your screen, your whole screen is 2 inches, and then that's how much space I've got to work with this pen. It's a pain in the ass. But it's what I've got. Now I could set it to just control one monitor. It will just be, you know, the span of one monitor, but that's a bit of a pain in the ass for me as well, because I tend to flick between my reference material and stuff a lot, so it doesn't really work out for me. It's getting blobby. I'm not liking this. But again, this kind of detail and stuff wasn't it wasn't very neat. It was usually hand carved out of wood and then painted, so it wasn't extremely precise. But we got some nice results with this trim dynamic brush. I'll have to be careful not to make it too rock-like. Oh shit! Sometimes it can get kind of rocky if you're not watching it. So sorry if I get quiet, by the way. Just trying to focus. If I don't focus, I fuck stuff up. That's how I work. Smooth that off. Okay, let's check this from the side a second. Oh god. Yeah. Bloody Wacom tablet. Yeah, this isn't going as well as yesterday's did. Then again, nobody's watching yesterday, so it's fine. I was just happily working away. That's what I should be doing now, in all fairness, but that's okay. We'll stick with it. Although if any of you guys want to ask any questions, feel free. I'm not saying I know the answer, but I might know somebody who does. And that's usually helpful, isn't it? It's a bit of a pinch. You shouldn't use the pinch brush too much because it's quite destructive. But for just little cleanups like that, it's okay. Because see, it does actually warp your mesh a little bit, but it's barely noticeable in this circumstance. BTD. I might go get some more juice in a sec, actually. I'm quite thirsty. Sorry about that, guys. It's not nice to hear people drink on a stream, is it? But gotta do what you gotta do. Boy needs his juice. Boy needs his juice. Oh yeah, so let's attempt this. Let's do some leafy action. Some leafy goodness. Oh shit. I really do need to use ZBrush more. I love this software, it's just I don't get a chance to use it very often. So it means I'm not as well practiced in it as I'd like to be at the moment. But that's fine, it can be fixed with time, obviously. Just use it more. So that's what I'm doing, using it more. Okay, so let's start with this one. First things first, make a new layer. Okay, I'm already in a layer, that's good. So yes, let's see, I'll make a new layer. Name it Leaves. Leaves 1. And then I will use a mask, as I said before, to try and get some sort of leafy shape going on. Oh, wait. Mask should be in free. Freehand. Yeah, baby. So let's try and get some sort of leaf-like shape going on. I'm not worrying so much about the really detailed bits yet. I just want to try and get the initial shape. Let's try this again. Because this reference is so strange. Right, so it sort of starts here. Just roughly sketch it out. Goes over there. A bit goes there. Chubby bit goes there. Skinny bit goes there. Okay, then that's that leaf. Pretty much. There's a leaf behind that as well. We'll worry about that in a minute. So let's just flatten that off a little bit. Okay, so I want to actually give this a bit more. Oh shit! Give this a bit more shape here. Removing some of that. And so little by little, we'll gradually get a shape that we're more happy with. Problem is, the leaves on this are quite sort of doughy, so you know, man looking quite doughy as well. This is such a good soundtrack. It really is fantastic. Okay. That's about right position wise and stuff. Let's quickly see if we can connect these. Like better if that's connected? I think it would. Same there. Alright, so as a test, let's see. Oh, actually, can I local symmetry? No symmetry in this one. Yeah, so let's give this a quick test. Invert that, Control Shift Tab. Oops. Control Alt Tap to sharpen. I was doing Control Shift Tap yesterday because I'm an idiot. The problem is with ZBrush, there's so many shortcuts and stuff. If you forget them, you're screwed. Alright, so that really hit my head. Headphones are digging into the button at the top. Alright, so deformation. Back to my mouse for this. Inflate just a tiny bit. What was that number? I really wish it would remember the number used instead of just flattening it back out to 0. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, so if we use this as the test piece, right? So, BST. So if this was the leaf, weaken this right down, the focus shift down, push up a little bit. So this is just quickly do an example of what it would be. So if you imagine it all comes sort of to one point, you know? It's still set too high, but you get the idea. You do that kind of stuff and you move on. Do it at a higher standard. Move on, do it at a higher standard again. It's just how this works, it's iteration. Constant iteration. Yeah. So let's just go this out a little bit. Low intensity down again to 7 or something. Yeah, depending on what you want from it, you do different things with this software. But don't get me wrong, it can be a real pain in the ass though. If you use Damien Standard, it sort of cuts into the mesh a bit, like that. Which is kind of cool. Because contrast is really important in this kind of stuff. Just get some kind of like variation amongst everything. Wow, it's a bad leaf though. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you get the idea. Okay, you know what? I'm not happy with some of this. Let's just mask a bit of that out. Flatten. That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Shouldn't have done that. We should not have done that. Wait. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay. Alright, what shall I do for this? H. Okay, let's mask this bit out as well. Sorted. Not at all sorted. Look at the state of that. Alright, well, we've done goofed, but that's okay. We can crack on for now, we can repair that later. So, for now... Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Honestly, I feel a little bit ill, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Sorry guys, being a bit quiet again. Just focusing what I'm trying to do. This music also makes me think of The Witcher 3, which is a hell of a game. It's a really, really good game. One of the better games I've ever played, I think. So far, I think God of War is deserving the 10s that it's been getting. I'm really, really enjoying it. Okay. The good thing about this mask stuff is that you can just keep playing until you're happy with it, which is something I need to do more of. Because if I don't like it at this stage, I'm not going to like it ever. I know I'm going to have like a sort of a touch of phase later, but still. I swear, man, this fucking tablet's going to be the death of me. It's so annoying how tiny it is. Like, I'm literally... That is me moving my thingy about a half inch. Not a half inch, about a half mil. Okay, what am I looking at? This is more this way. Okay, let's go with that for now. My phone just buzzed. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, let's go with that for now. So, sharpen that. What was going on with my watch? Chill out, phone. Stop looking at me, swine. Name the film references, you get 10 points. Yeah, alright, so. Alright, so same as last time. Just to try and get something going on in this. I can't get a good angle on this bloody tablet at all. See, it always gets really wobbly because, like, the slightest movement knocks it off. That's me moving next to none. I could turn the lazy mouse on, but it's not great. Maybe turn it on and have it a bit stronger. Let's see. Lazy mouse. Lazy step. Why is it set to dots? Oh wait, I don't want step, do I? It's radius I want. you know you can do, but you can't do it when you got layers, and I want to keep my layers. Alright, let's duplicate the tool. Oh, what was that? Cool. Okay, yeah, duplicate the tool. Hide the old one. So this one now, if I layers, there go the layers. So that now it doesn't have layers. Okay, so go to geometry. Now I should be able to divide further. Oh no, wait, freeze. Oh wait, that's invert the mask. Okay. So if I reconstruct the layers now, it's remapping it. Hopefully that should give more detail in that, just that section alone. So ZBrush is great software if you're in a good flow with it and you're comfy. It's fantastic, but when, like me tonight, you're not comfy, you're not feeling great, and you've got a whole bunch of wires and cables and stuff in your way, it's not that great to use. But that's alright, you know. I think I'm probably going to stop soon because I feel like I've sort of gone over the edge of it tonight. Don't know what it is about these game art streams, they never seem to go well. Now my computer's lagging out because it's trying to remap high-res detail, so I'm probably cracking on and breaking up right now. Come on, be nice, ZBrush. Be nice to me. Come on, anytime now, ZBrush. It'd be beautiful if you just did your thing. Did your thing for me. I had to watch some more ZBrush tutorials as well, actually. Trying to get back into it. Some things I've never really played with that much in it, and I'd like to try and play with them. So that'd be nice. Let me just see, has this actually died, or is it just being a ding? Oh look, it's actually died. Wait, let me check the CPU usage. ZBrush. No wait, it's using all the CPU. Okay, close the program. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Shouldn't have done that. Well, that's gone now, I'm afraid. That was a bad idea. Well, sometimes, folks, that's just how it goes, I'm afraid. I'll just quickly add that loop back in that we added in ZBrush. So yeah, this is the kit I was saying about, so we could move on to the leg, I suppose, maybe see if the leg goes better tonight. It's quite awkward looking, isn't it? That's okay, let's give the leg a shot, okay? Come on, let's be adventurous. I was about to stop, but this might rekindle me. And Lord knows I need it. Leg. Okay. Let's duplicate that, bring it out. Leg for bake. So this is the low. So this will be the high. How does this look when it smooths? Not how I want to do. So let's add some supporting geometry in. Yay! Supporting geometry, supporting geometry. I'm adding supporting geometry. What this does is this, like when you smooth it out like that, you see it takes the information in between it and it smooths the distance to get that kind of shape. So if you want it to maintain this kind of harshness, you have to give it an edge here and here so that it has less distance to smooth out. So see, like this one, that still maintains that kind of harshness now, whereas this one's kind of got like a big swoop. Big swoop. So I have to fix that. Oh, I have a message. Is that nice? Oh wait, it's not for me. Ah! Okay. It's never for me. Cool. Alright, that's holds the shape a bit better at the top. Okay, this needs to be harder though. Switch there. Okay, because I put that there, it gives this edge more, sort of brings it closer to there. Okay. I should probably make this a bit higher, but I'm not going to right now. Actually, yeah, I might as well. There's no point going straight into ZBrush now. I'm just going to cock the job up. So let's delete that for a second. Leg. Low. Okay, let's make this leg high. Let's go all nice and modelly. So the actual model has a softer top than this. So let's bevel this. I'm not too worried about the low mesh matching right now because I'm probably going to remake the low mesh later. Oops. Okay, we'll find that soon enough, won't we? Okay, and there's a little itty bitty here. So if we put that there, extrude these in, give it a bit of an offset because bakes work better when there's a slight angle on it. This isn't extreme, it's just something that's sort of readable in here. I think I'm doing it too small because I'm too zoomed in as usual. Let's just expand that, shrink it down. Oops. Okay, that'll be a bit better. I'm Romy, so Romy is on your own. I haven't watched Team America for so long. That's pretty useful, isn't it? Okay, folks, you know what? It's getting quite hot in here. I'm feeling worse by the second. I'm going to stop for now, I'm afraid. But I'll be back. What are we doing? What day is it? Thursday. We're back on Saturday with Drawful, with me and Charlie and you guys playing Drawful. Tuesday, we're back doing Doki Doki Literature Club, and Thursday, hopefully, I'll be back doing this, but in a better condition. So, thanks a lot for watching, folks, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.